Right. 1, 2, 3. Testing audio. Testing audio. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Uh, okay, so I think we're starting. Hello and welcome everyone. I'm gonna pull down the audio here on my phone as I normally forget. If you're wondering why I'm in the mirror today, it's because right now I'm exporting this week's video. I thought I would be finished with it, yesterday, and I didn't, so I pulled an all-nighter and tried to just get it done. And it turned out it took the whole day to finish the video, and stupid enough, I thought that, hey, it's only gonna take a few minutes to export this, but it's still going. So as soon as that's done, we're switching from the mirror to the iPad camera instead for the PIP. Right now we'll have to do it with a mirror. I used to do it like this before, but I kind of get annoyed at it, not wanting to angle properly, and so I was looking up if I could buy a stand or something for it, and I couldn't find a stand that was good enough. So I said, you know what, it doesn't matter. Let's just switch over to an iPad instead. Hello and welcome to Jakob haQ Live. Today we're doing part 2 of this thing. And so yes, Sasha and anyone else who's wondering, we're gonna continue with this track. I've decided that since you voted, so many people voted for this option, for this topic, to continue doing this, and also, it's finished, I'm going to switch over to that camera. So this week's video is finished now. It's completely exported. I need to check it before I upload it, so I don't know if I'm going to upload it tonight, maybe this evening, or tomorrow. I think I might be doing it tomorrow. I just want to check over it so that there's nothing wrong in it. But yeah, that's gonna be sweet. Let's do this. So we're continuing on the track that we started last Wednesday, because I like that, and you voted for it. So many people voted for it, and there was another alternative there also when it comes to let's see here. One of the alternatives was mastering and how I master on iOS. And if we continue working on this track and, finish it up, then I'm thinking I'm going to create... okay, so listen, people. I don't really like Spotify. I don't like Apple Music. I don't like these big services, I like Bandcamp. I like Bandcamp because it just... everything on Bandcamp feel as if it was made by musicians for musicians, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a new account there called Jakob haQ Live Streams, or Jakob haQ Live Productions. And so anything that we produce in streams like this, I'll put it up there, and I'll put it up in a way so that you can either pay whatever you want or you can download it for free. Name your price, because I just want to make it available for people, and I think it's a cool way of doing it, actually, publishing it. If we end up making a bunch of the tracks that are within the same genre, then I'm thinking that maybe we could put it together in some kind of an album or something, and try to get it published at that point, on Spotify, Apple and stuff. And I'll take you through the whole process if you've never done that before, and we can do something like that. So, but that's months ahead down the line. You let me know if you think that's a good idea. Today, I thought to myself, what am I gonna do with the track? Because right now we have this loop, right? And it's just going around and around in a loop. And I thought to myself, should I maybe do some work on this first? Should I maybe export stuff in advance so you won't have to see it? And then I thought, no. You see, on my main channel, I always cut away all the extra work, right? And for obvious reasons, because they're supposed to be, really nice produced things. But here on the live streaming channel, we have a chance of seeing the whole process, and I have a chance of showing you the whole process, whatever that means. I don't know if it's a good idea. You can let me know, as the project progresses, and who knows, maybe there'll be a part 3 next week. But yeah, I just want to keep some of it in there. I looked at the first episode we did last week, and even though there was a lot of frustrations there, you can skip a little. I don't know, I kind of liked seeing what happened there, because we had happy accidents, and suddenly we went from me sweating sweating myself to death to finding myself in a state of happiness. The reason why I started making music, because I want to make myself feel like that. So yeah, I thought it was a nice thing. What do you think? Should we just, do you want to see the whole process, everything we do? Just let me know. I want to say hello and welcome to everyone in the chat. That normal thing that YouTubers always do, they will abort everything and just say hello to everyone watching. I want to thank everyone for joining up today, and I'm gonna need your help, because normally I do stuff myself, by myself, and I'm creative by myself when I want, and during a live stream, even though you've told me you don't have to deliver all the time, Jacob, I just feel like, there needs to be things happening. So what we're going to begin doing now is, this project is getting heavy, okay? I think it's... I don't know. Can you see the DSP load here? First thing we're going to do is export stuff. And here we come to a little problem, because if you can see that I've stopped the track, it's not playing back, but... no, okay, so we have one spacecraft track over here, and we have one fundamental track over here. And I think that we should start by recording their audio, and I don't want to export a loop of this. I want to record what's going on here right now. So how do we do that? Because right now we're in Cubasis. It would have been easier if we started in AUM and then just routed the audio into Cubasis and recorded what we wanted. So now, what do I do? Do we export just a long thing? Will that still... No, of course, that won't do anything. You see, in desktop Cubasis, you could just take the output from this track, route it to another track, and then just start recording, and it would record the audio coming out from this channel. But in Cubasis, we can't do that. If we export now, it's not going to export anything, because there's nothing here, I think. I don't think I've tried that in... Have I ever tried that? Let's just do that. Let's try to export this thing, and I don't think there's going to be anything in there, because there's literally nothing to export, even though we're getting audio. So I'm just going to start Mixdown, and we're going to call this live stream idea to track, and call it space 2, and then just render, and let's see what we actually got here. Where is it in the list? Where is it in the list? There. And there's nothing, there's nothing in that audio. So we need to route this into something that can record audio. Maybe someday some year we'll get proper routing in Cubasis. Yeah, you know what? I've stopped believing. I stopped believing that we would get stuff like that in the future, Samuel and anyone else using Cubasis. But now I'm thinking, because there's stuff happening with Cubasis behind the scenes that I just can't talk about, because it's still in tests and stuff and under development, so I'm not allowed. But there's stuff happening that I never thought would happen, and it's happening. And so, yeah, maybe someday we'll get proper routing. So what I'm suggesting, anyone here can suggest anything else, but what I'm suggesting is that we actually just route the main output into something like AUM, and then just record the output there for a while, until we have a long loop, and then we can cut that thing until to whatever our satisfaction, basically. And we'll do that with both spacecraft and the fundamental app, but we'll do it independently. It won't render? Yeah, I know. It won't render because there's nothing in the track. it will only render stuff that is in the track. So there either needs to be a MIDI track here with the synthesizer triggering the synth, or there needs to be audio here. And if there's nothing, like here, this is an empty track, even though it's making what the huh? Why is it quiet? There we go. Wait a minute. Why are we not getting anything from that track now? Oh crap. Okay, you know what? I'll just restart it. I'm not You see what I mean? We just exported nothing, right? And it just turned off the outputs of 2 of our main plugins. Wait a minute. I'm gonna try something here. I don't think it's gonna work, but let's try to freeze this. Whoa! What was that? Oh, I so much like that. I like that so much. We need to do something with that. Okay, so let's just let's do this. We still don't have any audio from here now. Don't tell me it crashed the spacecraft or the fundamental app. What's going on now? Why are we getting no audio? Is there anything crashing in the inserts? No, we got Kashiba here, and that's running. Send effects, Stratosphere, that's running. Did I do something? Wait, there is stuff happening here. Now we got it back for some reason. Either way, okay, yep, never mind. Let's start over. So my concern right now is that we've been spiking at 100, you know, at our DSP, but I'm still gonna try to launch AUM over here, and we're gonna open a track, and we're gonna take the input from Cubasis. So I'm going through the IAA menu and just choosing Cubasis because it's creating a master output node at all times. So right now we've got it right here. And we'll trigger this one for recording. And is there anything going on when we press play here? No, that's just it. Alright, so we'll just do this then. And we'll record that for a little bit. Freeze only if you have a very low MIDI note in the MIDI track. It does work. Oh, Sasha, are you serious? What? Really? So you're tricking Cubasis, right? We're getting audio lag. You hear that? We're getting audio lag. This won't work. Oh, God. What else can... Okay, so we'll do this. We'll have to deal with these things first. So, solo this thing. Wait, what? What's going on now? Seriously? Did I accidentally... Oh, come on, Cubasis. Yep, this would make for an interesting video on the main channel, right? Trick it. Okay, so this thing is being processed right now with Velvet Machine. And what we can do here is we'll just do that. And the first thing we're going to do is let's export that. Let's look at the level here. Are we using something here? Nope. Alright, so this one we're gonna export first, mix down. So we're baking that. We're calling that live stream. Let's see here. Let's give it a name, everyone. Let's give this project a name, because it's gonna be annoying if we don't have that. Something short, one word. Give me one word for a name for this thing. Mom, if the picture is blurry, somewhat blurry, it's because of this stupid part of it is this stupid webcam that I'm using. I can't do much with it. It's so limited. I'm gonna have to buy something else at some point. And it can also be that you're getting lag also on your end, you know, when it comes to the network, and it might pixel out and become even blurrier. And it might also be on my side. It looks as if my connection is good right now, but that might happen. Crash. Okay, we call it crash. So basically, Russ, I gotta say, you know, what a boss you are. Such a boss, man. I watched Russ over at let's see, Crash BD. Okay, Crash BD, and I think it is 108 BPMs. There we go. Crash BD. We're exporting that. And so I was watching Russ, you know, over at Jade Star's channel. Jade's broadcasting every day on her channel, and doing great job, doing a great job. And Russ was there and talked about some horrifying shit happening to him in his life. Sorry for talking about you in third person, Russ, but I am it sounds weird. I enjoyed your story actually, and I enjoyed that time. You know, I'm so happy that you came on and spent that. And there's this one thing I'm gonna need you to do for me, because you know that accent, man, that southeast London accent, man. Oh, I'm gonna need some vocal samples from you for a track if you want. We can if we end up making a track of that I publish, we'll just split whatever we might earn from it. But I need your vocals on there. Uh, I like some of the bits in there. I wanted to sample so much of it. It just felt a bit weird, you know, since you were talking about something horrifying happening to you. That felt very weird, you know, if I sampled that. But I really want you on a one-on-one session. We could do like a Skype if you're up for it. And I've got some lines for you that you can say. We can basically act together, so that it won't be like this weird thing where you're just saying lines out from a piece of paper, but as in a conversation. You know, whenever I listen to a lot of grime step and grime songs and UK dubstep and stuff, I'm always so jealous of the people having these awesome monologues at the beginning of their tracks, with Cockney accent in it and Southeast London accents, and I just really need that for a track. I have a track that would be perfect for it. It's got the grungiest, grimiest bass. I think you'd like it. I think you'd like it, Russ. By the way, Russ is a great musician, so you should check it out. Snatch. Yeah, Snatch. Also, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. There's a lot of Cockney in there too. Yeah. So, Russ, are you good? Are you good with that? Can we do that? Can we do that? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Do that. Anything. All right. Okay. If it is so that you have a rate or something, if you want to get paid for it, you know, we'll set something up. I just really need your voice on it. You've got a perfect voice. Perfect voice. So thank you for doing that in that case. Yeah, let's get on with this. So I just exported the bass drum track. I hope that my mic is loud enough. Oh, it's almost too loud for me in my headphones. We're gonna export the next one, because what I'm gonna do now is we're just gonna empty out all the effects that we're using, basically, so we get the DSP load down, so that we then can record the spacecraft and the fundamental lines that we got going in here into AUM, so we can keep producing here. So let's export the next one. That's gonna be the hi-hat only. Yep, export that as it is. And the name of the song is Crash, and it's the hi-hat, and we do that. Bam, 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 and there we go. And then we got the snare. And for anyone who doesn't know, we'll bake this in with the reverb. We'll use the reverb and everything as it is in there. For those who don't know, the bass drum, the hi-hat, and the snare were made with AGONIZER or AGONIZER. I don't know exactly how you pronounce it. AGONIZER. I think you say that if you're German, because that's how Heinbach pronounced it. In Swedish you would say Augen. Augen. Eller vad blir det? Augen. Augen. It's almost the same thing as in German. And it's this test app. You know, it's a test equipment app. It's a function generator with LFOs and stuff in there. It's not really a synth, but it sounds so good. And you know, I got a message from David, who makes that app, who makes the AU DSPR apps. Turns out he's got something else brewing, something I've been testing, and I hope that he wants to finish it up, because it's a cool thing, a really cool thing. He heard me when I talked about something in another episode some time ago, and he basically started building this thing because of it. Or maybe he was already working on it. I don't know. Crash SD for the snare. So export that. Okay, so let's just check out these samples so we have them all ready and done. Mix down, what did I call them? Crash. So we've got the crash right here. Right, nice. We've got them all there. So that's nice. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this project, I'm gonna duplicate it, open the duplicated project, which is nice. Come on. And now we'll just delete we'll delete this track, we'll delete this track, and we'll delete this track. Hopefully that has... Okay, let's see here. Okay, so we might be able to record stuff now without having anything weird happening. Let's unmute these. Awesome, okay. Oh, there's one more here. What do we do if we do this? We copy and paste that. I want a really long one for this one. Let's see what that does. We'll do it even longer, like this. It's still spiking on the DSP. Okay, it needs to be long enough. You know, the cycle doesn't start at the same point, so we need it to be long enough for the cycle to go all the way up and all the way down in pitch. So we'll just make it really, really long, and then we can cut it to perfection if we want. So I'm gonna export this thing, go to Mixdown and export this thing, and we'll call it Crash and Alarm, or Alarma. Alarma. La cocina. La cocina. Gobarmen. Crash. Alarma. Alarma. There was this song, you know, back in the day. They used to go like that. Alarma. And then like boom, 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 boom. Alarma. Boom, 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 boom. Alarma. You know, when you're a musician, stuff starts sounding, you know, you can break down, or producer at least, or musician, you can break down stuff very easily. And you know, there are so many YouTube channels out there that produces awesome content, but their voices are so monotone and they've got the same type of rhythm in every sentence, beginning in a certain way, going down in a certain way, beginning in a certain way. And as a producer and a musician, I'm sure you've experienced this before. You start hearing that stuff. They never do this. They never sing with their voice. They never go up and down in tone. They might not even do this thing where they prolong something for a very long time, where you're talking very in a monotone tone, and then maybe going low and then going up again. This is what a normal conversation sounds like when you're talking Swedish, which is maybe why I sing more than most people speaking English, because we Swedes are crazy like that. But when you're listening to a YouTube video for 45 minutes of the exact same thing, exact same tempo, exact same, it becomes so horrible to listen to. So there's so many channels out there, I can't even listen to them because of this. Have you ever had that happen to you? I hope that never happens with my shows. So we got that one. All right. So now we're gonna delete this. And what do we have left? Okay, so there's one. Oh crap, now we're gonna have to restart again, because it always crashes when you do that. Double that export length. Yeah, I know, Dean. I should, but we'll try it here. It's because of the cycle, yeah. I know what you mean. Chris Taps. Hey, Chris Taps. Have I seen you in the chat before? Hello and welcome, by the way. If you have been here before, I'm sorry for not recognizing you. But you guys, you keep changing your names and your profile pics. It's horrible for someone like me that has, what do you call it, high functioning Asperger syndrome. Every time something changes, it feels like I'm slowly dying inside and everything goes to hell. I know it's ridiculous, but I can't help it feeling like that. And you shouldn't feel bad for making me feel like that. That's not what I'm saying. I think it's pretty funny, It's pretty funny. Have not seen me here yet. Have I not? I kind of recognize your profile picture. Is that you, Kristaps? I like that magenta cyan or red blue thing you're doing. Like everybody's doing that now. That cyberpunk thing. I mean, it started with Hollywood movies. If you look at movies and you go back in time like 8 years, everyone started doing this red blue thing. And you know what? I'm not tired of seeing it. I love it. I love it so much. It reminds me of stuff like, Blade Runner and other like cyberpunk type movies. Probably from Instagram. Yeah, probably from Instagram. That's probably where I recognize you. I'm happy that you're here, by the way. Okay. Okay, so now that we got that, now we open up AUM. Audio, go to the input port, and we do interrupt audio, Cubases. Let's try to record this thing. Please do not glitch. Oh god, there's glitches in there. Oh. Come on. Alright. Let's not mess with that then. Is there anything else loaded in here right now? Are we using the send effect for this? Yes, we are. And here too. No. Oh! Whoa! Oh, there's a lot of stuff in there. Saturn, Flux. But this is so weird. It shouldn't be doing this. I wasn't even playing the track. DSP still tanking? What else do we have going on in here? We got nothing going on in here. Why is it tanking? Wait a minute. Turn off that airdrop. Turn off Bluetooth. Turn off Wi-Fi. Okay. Nothing really happened with the DSP load. Alright. What do we do? There's not much I can... And now we lost that again. All right. This is so annoying. You know, in worst case scenario, we might just have to route the audio out from here into another pad and record it that way. I've done that before, you know. Hey, Dad. My dad's here, and my mom's off in doing the laundry, I think. Cubase is secretly mining Bitcoin on your iPad. Yeah, I'm hoping that's not something they're doing. That would be horrible. Is there an audio buffer we can raise? Let's see here. Go to, I think it might be on projects and sample rate, bit resolution. Wait. Mixdown freeze, metronome, keys pad MIDI, audio, audio engine latency. Let's do that. Yeah, 42.7. Let's see if that happened, if that could help. Oh crap. Alright, so let's try to do this then. We'll try it again, and we'll also raise the audio buffer in AUM. Interrupt audio. There we go. And let's go to settings and raise the... Oh, the buffer is already 256 here. Let's do 512. Can't set it? Of course, because Cubase is probably taking over that right now. Okay, let's try this. Sup, Jamie? David Boy, Cubase 3 is so unreliable. Yeah. Why do we keep using it though? Or maybe you're not, David. I don't know. I mean, I am. I'm still using it. I wonder why I haven't switched over completely. Well, maybe because whenever I try to use any other DAW... Hey! Dean, I think that did it. We're not getting any audio crackles now. Okay, we're getting some. But you know what? They're so tiny. We can probably use that. That's enough. Let's see here. What would this be called? We're gonna find this sample that we just... I always open AUM when I want to open audio share. Let's go into AUM recordings. I don't know, like as soon as I start using other DAWs, I always get frustrated with everything being not where it's supposed to be. Supposed to be. Well, you know, it's like that thing, you know. If you've been doing something, my muscle memory for Cubase and Cubases is really there in my fingers. I almost said in my nose, but it's there. I know where everything is. And so I just can't. And why can't we hear this one right now? You know, that's it, right? Let's see here. 24 bits, 48 kilohertz, 54 seconds. What's the date on that? The 31st of... Yeah, that's the one. Okay, let's send that into Cubases. Channel 120 BPMs, 001. Let's see here. So that's why I'm not changing it, because I still want to, I don't know, I still get more done. I get more done faster and quicker in Cubases, even with the crashes. That's the weird thing. We're going to rename this to Crash and call it Little Worm. Russ, if you're still here, do you have my email address or something? Or maybe you can find me, either Discord, Instagram, Facebook. Not Facebook. I hate Facebook messages. I don't like that system. Plus, I've got so many trolls there and weird unsolicited emails or PM, DM, whatever you call it, PMs from people saying stuff like, "Hey, do you like girls from Bulgaria? Do you like girls from Russia?" And I don't know what I did in order to get that type of marketing, directed at me through DMs, but it's really annoying, and it's like full with stuff like that. Ugh. And then people trying to dox, not dox, but trying to get personal stuff, like, hey, log into this site, and yeah, it's just full of spam. It's full of spam. So can we release the Kraken now? We're gonna release the Kraken. Delete that. One track left, and no audio. And so restart. Wait, there is audio. Okay, so we're gonna record this one now. Nice. These videos serve as a perfect R&D example for Cubase's devs. We're just watching Jakob suffer like a dog for trying to use CV3. One of these days, this thing is gonna start up and it's gonna work and it's gonna function perfectly. By the way, I've been looking at used tablets, Galaxy Tab tablets, and I'm looking for a good deal on the S6 series tablets right now, because I think that would be a good addition to the studio for doing Android stuff, because I've been looking at it for a long time. And yesterday I missed a deal because I was a little bit too stingy on the money when I was doing the bidding. I could have gotten it, but it's so stupid. It would have been a good deal. So now I'm looking for more, but yeah, because I'm not buying a new one. Just like with the iPads, I'd rather just buy a used one or refurbished or something else, so I can save money, and for the price that I'm paying, also get more storage space, because storage space is always a problem. Okay, we're getting some clicks and pops there, but there was some parts of the audio that was click free, so we can use that. Okay, good. So we're gonna find that audio file now, and now that we've bounced everything down, it didn't take us more than 30 minutes. We can start building our track and add more stuff to it. And we're gonna keep, whenever we add sounds to it, we're just gonna be using experimental apps. So give me tips for apps. Apps like AGONIZER, which I'm gonna show you in a bit for those of you who don't know what I used to use to make the drum sounds with, and also Fundamental. I'll show them in a bit, but we'll start with this. Just get this over. I'm gonna rename this right away and just call it Crash, and we'll call this one Apocalypse. Apocalypso. There we go, and send that to Cubases. And there it is. And here we are. We have all of our... Okay. So we'll delete this one, and I think we got an send effect in here. Yeah, EOS 2. We're just gonna empty this out. None. And also this one. Remove that. Now we should be completely clear. Just do this, and we add audio tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 audio tracks. Nice. Let's start pulling in our media. See what we got here. So we got the bass drum first, and we got the hi-hat, and we got the snare. And then we've got the alarma right there. Alarma. Confiance in me. Where is it? Mierda. Jag hittar inte. Jag vet inte vart den är någonstans. Var är den? Sorry, I'm speaking Swedish there and Spanish at the same time. I'm so messed up, everyone. I'm so messed up. Let's see here. What am I doing? Crash Apocalypso and Crash Little Worm. All right, cool. Come here, Little Worm. Okay, so there's all our tracks. Now we're gonna take this and start building our tracks. Hello, Kalikempe. What's up? Skeed or Soundscaper. Yeah, Skeed. We can use Skeed to make some glitchy stuff to use, which is cool because I have that one. By the way, work is progressing on one of my videos incorporating all of the drum synthesizers on the App Store. Not all of them, but I think the list is about, there's 20 on my list. I've done all the research. I know as much as I need to know about them. I know how to pin it down and how to do what I'm supposed to do, and now I'm gonna start recording the material for it because I've been doing the research since 3 or 4 years back, and back then there weren't that many drum synthesizers. And so what I'm doing is a mix of drum synthesis in the forms of complete drum synthesizers to effects with drum synthesis in them to a modular thing with drum synthesis in it. There's so many of them, and they all have their own distinct sounds, and I've done so much work on this thing. It's gonna be so hot when it comes out. Yeah, and Skid is actually on that list. Skid is actually one of those apps I'm not too fond of them, of it. I'm not too fond of it because of how glitchy it is, and I think that maybe the filters or the envelopes, the envelopes are a bit too clicky for me. But yeah, it's a cool app, and it's very unique in what it does. And there are some drum machines that are drum synthesizers. Some of them can use samples, but it was important to me to do pure drum synthesis, not samples, not mixed in with sample, but pure drum synthesis. And all of these can do that, which is so awesome. Oh, you heard that, Enrique? Mm. I didn't know you were here. Drum computer is very awesome. Yes, but here's the thing. Until then, until I make it, why don't you get out of all the drum synthesizers that you might know of? I want you to guess, what drum synthesizer I like the most. I guess you won't be. I don't think anyone will be able to get it. No one will be able to get it. Let's see here. Radio del Mundo. Let's see here. Can we get this? My partner, she has to deal with that all the time. I'll sit right beside her, and then my ADHD starts getting a hold of me, and I have to sit still and work and cut the video and edit the audio in videos. And then suddenly I'll sit there and I'll just say random words in random languages that I've learned, which must be very, very frustrating and confusing. So, drum sound. This is nice, so we have that. And we still have a little tail there for the reverb. So if we take this, copy that, and paste that, I want it to sound natural. We'll just place it right above there. I don't want there to be a break, in the audio. Let's listen to the bass. Okay, there's a small breakage there, but we can probably do something there. Add something. I could have sampled it better, but I'm just going to use it like this. Copy this thing. And we're not going to begin with the drums. We're going to begin with one of these sounds, maybe a little worm or something like that for the intro of the track. I'm just duplicating my drums right now so that we can get something going later on. Okay, so let's see here. What should we start with? Drambo is the app of the decade, actually. Yes. Well, not when it comes to bass sounds, because that's of course Agonizer. That's always going to be like the the bass synthesizer of the decade, or maybe even the millennium. It's the synthesizer of the millennium, people. Agonizer synth, of course, has nothing to do with me being part of the design. Absolutely not. No. I like this sound, and I like what that sounds like. Let's start out with that thing. Let's start out with that thing. Let's see if we can stutter this by cutting it up like this. Let's see here. We'll cut this up first in blocks like this. I hope you can hear that sound. You just let me know if you can't hear the sounds properly. All right, that's so clicky, laggy. Can we stutter this maybe? Whoa, it can't even, what? People, I'm wondering if maybe we should switch over to Cubase's 2, because this kind of shenanigans, like you can see here, what I've done is I've basically just cut in the audio file, and I wanted to create like a fade stutter, and when it goes over this area, the audio just blanks out instead. See what I mean? And that won't work for us. So I'm thinking maybe we should build this in Cubase's 2, because I don't think Cubase's 2 will do this. This is a bug I think we found it last time we did this. I'm so sorry, but we're gonna do that. We're opening Cubase's 2. You've seen those bugs in my Cubase's? Yeah, alright. Drambo seriously needs to allow multiple parameter MIDI mapping. Kristaps, I saw your comment on one of my videos. Didn't you leave a comment recently saying something like that? Yeah, it was on my macro video, wasn't it? Right? Yes. I didn't even know that it doesn't do that, because I haven't tried mapping several functions to the same knob. But being able to do that is so useful. But I'm thinking maybe there is some module in Drambo that allows you to connect several things to. Isn't there like a macro module in there somewhere? I can't check right now because we're gonna do this thing. So I'm creating a new project, everyone, and yeah, I'm sorry, but this is how we're gonna have to do it. We'll call it Crash. I think it was 108 BPM. 108 BPM, like that. And of course, now I have to move all the files, and I'm just gonna do that from Cubase's 3. Mix down, and let's send over Alarma. We'll share this to Cubase's. There we go. And we'll share. I wish this could work in split window, you know, that would be awesome. Then you could just pull. I could do this with the file app, but yeah, isinte. Samuel understands what that means. It's a Swedish way of saying I don't want to right now. Sammy Jr. La guerra. Wait, doesn't that mean like war or something? I think that means war in Spanish. Enrique, are you still here? La guerra. Is that war? That's war, right? The war. It came from nowhere. It just hit my brain, and I needed to get that word out. Apple needs to hurry up with Logic Pro. You know what? I've used Logic Pro in studios, in pro studios and semi-professional studios around the country. I never owned it myself. I don't like working with it. It's It's a great DAW, and whenever I've worked with someone that works with it, they're really quick. They're as quick as I am with Cubase on desktop. I am super quick with Cubase on desktop. Even though it's been 10 years ago since I last used it, I know that if I go back to Cubase, even though it looks a bit different, I'm still going to be able to do exactly what I want when I want it. Did I send this over? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, it is war. Thank you for confirming that. I don't know how I know that. Probably from watching Narcos, I think, on Netflix. I'm thinking the MPC. I saw someone selling an MPC, on this site called Blocket here in Swedish. It's just that you can't shop anything from Blocket. Blocket is like, what's the American equivalent? What's the English equivalent? British equivalent? German equivalent? Uh, well, it's like an eBay site, but for private people, private persons. So you're selling your used gear. The problem is that a lot of the time, if you end up dealing with someone on Blocket, you end up with a stupid box of bricks and less money in your wallet. So I don't want to do that. You know, I've been there, done that. Not doing it tomorrow. It's a shame because it's a good idea. I like the way I like it. Not throwing away your old stuff. You're getting someone else to use your stuff. I think we might have all the things in here now. So let's just add 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see if this one gives us any problems, because I don't think it will. Crash, alarma. Wait, not alarma. BD. So bass drum, convert. Oh crap. Oh, of course, because this one. No! Remove this. Go to setup. 48. There we go. Okay, 48 hertz, kilohertz. BD, hi-hat, SD, and what is it more? We've got Alarma over here, Apocalypso, and Little Worm. La Cocina. Como mierda. Don't do that, people. Don't do that. That's awful. Why would I say something like that? Tranquilo. Let's see now. Yeah, there we go. This should be it. And we're gonna try doing the same thing that we did before. So I'm just gonna double up this thing. Why am I doing that? Just copy and paste that. Like that. That is so loud. Ow, 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 ow. That was very loud. What happened? I'm sorry for blowing out your ears. I didn't know it was gonna be that loud. I'm so sorry. I apologize. It's all my fault. Alright. Let's see if we can do this now. What a chore, everyone. Hey, Captain, my Captain, my Captain. Is that Hamlet? Okay, so let's try to cut this up. I want to stutter this thing. Let's turn this to 1/16 and cut it over here, cut it over here, cut it over here, and cut it over here. And then select all of these and try to make this into a fade stutter. See if that works now. It kind of works. It sounds weird, but we're gonna make it sound better because we're gonna mix in other sounds in there. And then let's put this thing over here, back there. Did I count wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. I counted it wrong. It's supposed to be like a bar there. Let's erase that. Split there. Split there. Split there. This is how tedious it is doing music sometimes. It doesn't sound great yet, but we're gonna... I messed up. Let's just bring the drums in. And we need one hit, the last hit, because that one is reverberated. Like that. And just keep going with this thing. And just keep going with this thing and do another bass here. And another bass. You know, my partner, she gets so stressed when she hears pitched up noises that pitches up slowly, because she feels like she's about to explode. While me, on the other hand, I feel really anxious about sounds going the other way. And that's like, I think it is because of our personalities. You know, she is this calm person, collected, non-ADHD. And so she does not like it when stuff is like driving up to something. And she likes it when it goes down slower. Me, I got ADHD. If something goes slower and slower, I'm about to die, you know? I need everything to go in at 180 BPMs, just like Sasha. Well, he likes 200 BPMs. I think that's a pretty good start. We'll just cut it off there. And then we're gonna have to do something else about this thing. We're gonna have to get it going with something. Maybe a bass or something else. Let's see here. We have some other sounds here we can bring in. And let's not forget that little thing I did with the keyboard earlier. We'll go back to the project and record something like that. Full power, no shower. Yeah, that sounds really nasty, man. Max Quantum. What's up, Max Quantum? It's like Max Powers. You know that episode with Homer Simpson when he names himself Max Powers? Hello, Max Quantum. Mr. or Mrs. Quantum. I don't know. It doesn't really matter either. But I think you're new here. I don't think I've seen you before. You're welcome. Let's see what we can do with the other sounds. Yeah, that's nice. Let's do a short note here and cut that up. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Copy that and put that over here. We keep using that for our loop here. Kind of sounds bass-like, right? And we do it like that. I want something else in between here that sounds crazy. Let's do that. Let's see if we can use this little worm thing here. Maybe part of it at least. There we go. We can use that short little thing there. Let's see if I can get that right. I'll just do it. Do you want me to move the camera in on the I mean, is it important that you see me? If you want me to move the camera in on what I'm doing here, we can do that. Yeah, there we go. And then just cut that off. Just clone this for now, and we'll make some other sound, you know, to pick up in between the other ones. I want there to be sounds. I often do this. I'll just make sounds and then I start blending them, you know. Are you supposed to be there? Yeah, you're supposed to be there, right? I could, of course, cut you up in a pattern similar to what we've done up here. But then again, let's see here. I need to cut this one and fade that too. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one as we did with this thing here and fade it the other way and see what happens when we do that. So cut again. Where is it there? I wish, you know, in LumaFusion, when you want to cut something in a video, you just tap, you know, on each side of the marker, player marker, you tap like that and it cuts it. I wish we had that in DAWs, in all DAWs, like this, and then it's cut. That would be awesome, because this, having to go to a thing, I could just use my other hand, but right now, if I lift my hand, listen closely, see if you can hear it. Can you hear the hum? That's because I haven't grounded my system yet. So whenever I put my hand back, the hum disappears. So one hand is one hand is always occupied trying to keep the hum away. Alright, so we'll just do that, and now we'll fade this the other way so it picks up where the other one falls off. And I don't know if this is gonna sound good. It might sound absolutely awful. So let's see what this sounds like. That's interesting, but we need something in here, you know? I like the way it phases out and it's like it's almost silent in between. Let's put like a noise sweep or something there at some point. And also, I have this perfect sound that I made many years ago with Impactor, which is one of the best drum apps out there ever. There's only one app that might be better than it, and it is Drambo and the Impactor patch in there. Because, yeah, you know, it's basically Impactor in Drambo, which is awesome because now you can sequence it any way you want, which is awesome. You can sequence it like crazy, and you can also do multi-out if you want, and you can process all the individual channels. So doesn't mean that I don't still use Impactor. It's just that Impactor is missing one vital thing, a shuffle, swing shuffle thing. And you, of course you can do that in Drambo, but I still wish that Mr. Jarek from Beep Street would update Impactor with that, but I don't think he wants to. He basically built Drambo, which can be everything. So yeah, I'm still hoping. I don't know if he still sells Impactor. If he did, then maybe he would do that. So I forgot what I was gonna do because I'm talking shit all the time. Oh yeah, there was this one sound I made, and I call it Smack, Impactor Smack, and it's a signature Jakob haQ sound actually. If we can find it, I'm gonna bring it in here on its own track. Convert it then, and it's really loud, and I'm not gonna be allowed to use this for long because this was made with an app that is a synthesizer, and we're gonna have to make a sound similar to this using the other apps. Okay, so we're gonna make a smack sound, but we can analyze this and see what it is that makes this sound so good. So let's see here. I'll do that, and I'll play this for you. I'll pull down on the volume because it's super loud. Okay. You hear that? That is a 6 smack. Now let's listen to the smack by itself. We like all the smack here. You like smack? Everybody loves smack. That sounds so wrong. It's so wrong. It sounds so wrong. You hear that? If you listen to it closely, it is built up like a snare drum, but it's got a very long tail. And I did that with Impactor white noise and a nicely shaped envelope for the noise to go down. But the noise is filtered. It's not just white noise in the full spectrum. It's been filtered down to a vocal part of the noise. So I've cut off a lot of the bottom. So about 400 hertz of the white noise is gone. Okay, 400 hertz and down, and then the kind of the body of that noise has a peak to it with a parametric equalizer. So I picked it up around slightly after 400 hertz, which gives it more of a like a vocal cavity sounding sound. And then there is a tone in there, very short tone, which has its peak around 200 hertz, just like a snare, with a very quick bump at the attack and then quickly down. And that's what's giving it the power. Otherwise, it would just sound like psst. That's all you would hear. Filtered sound, psh, like that. But with that power thing, as soon as you get that in there, it just makes killer snares, killer smack sounds. That is sick. It's a sick sound, and I like it so much. Oh, come on, just power through. Okay, let's listen to that one more time, but with everything on there. So the OBS is telling me that I'm absolutely murdering your ears, and I'm sorry for that. So let's do this. Let's pull down on the bass here, bass kick, about 6 decibels I think, and the smack sound even more. Let's see that again. Yeah, we'll do that for now because that's loud enough. And yes, Cubase 2 is really running nice. We got Leo here, 230 Leo. Now, I don't know if that's a meme or something that I've missed. You know, I'm kind of a boomer, you know, because, you know, I'm actually 42, which is the answer to everything and everything, you know, to any question, everything in the universe. That's the answer. 42. I'm right there right now. I'm somewhat of a boomer, but I did grow up with the internet. However, I can't keep track of everything. You know, between the Angry Orange and Imagered angry first day on the internet thing, And TikTok, it's very hard to keep track of everything, you know? Volume is fine. Sound is fine. No, it's fine. Really? It is fine? Okay. I'm bringing it back up. Maybe you are just junkies. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe you're just junkies. Base nuggets? You're base nuggets. All right. So let's see if we can get something going from. We've been using Little Worm. We've been using the Apocalypso. Um, I want more sounds in here because I don't think we have enough to build something yet. Seriously, we need more stuff. So let's go build some stuff in AUM. Yay! Awesome! We'll close out Cubase. We'll open up AUM. Smacky smacky. Gen X, Gen C. I was born 79. One of my first studio things I had was an old Casio keyboard and a tape recorder. One of my first computers was a C64, Commodore 64. I also used Atari and then later Amiga 500, 500 Plus. I've used the ST Atari also. And then later on I've been doing like music on, what is it? Like a 364 PC Pentium and 464. I think it was 564 or something like that. And then we started doing like Pentium 1, 2, 3, and 4, things like that. I've been building a lot of those computers. It's pretty sick. You know what angers me? I don't have any good pictures of my tower system with my Creamware cards. I'm gonna go through all of my old hard drives and my old pictures and see if I can find some because it's really frustrating. I wasn't big on taking pictures back in the days, everyone. I'm one of those people who always, poop away when someone brings up a camera, and I'm complete opposite now. Smack my pitch up, smack my bitch up. Smack it in hard. I don't know, the stutters could be more stuttery. Yeah, Leo, I hear you, but we're gonna do some more stuff to it, and maybe it will blend in nicely. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I can definitely hear how the stutters would really sound good in there. And if it doesn't work in the end, we'll do it like that. We'll do it, like you say, do more stutters. And you know what? It would be so easy for us to do that if Cubases worked like Cubase, so that we could make our own fade slopes. Because then we could just, add a node or choose another fade slope and we'll get it to stutter more. But we only get linear slopes. That's so annoying. Audio and okay, so here's Augen X. Augen X. We got Skid here. We can open up Skid. And we can add audio with Augen X. We'll save this. Come on. We'll save this project and we'll call it Crash so we know where to go. And we'll also open up one instance of Fundamental. And you know what? We'll route everything to the same bus and we'll just keep a limiter or something in there. I like having a check, let's see, a Pro Q. I want to be able to see the spectrum of stuff, That's good. And we can do a limiter if we need it. I don't want to use limiter when I'm making samples. I'd rather just record them at lower volumes or do something else with distortion or compressors. Shouldn't be using a limiter when you're making samples, really. That's bad practice, but I like doing that when I'm streaming because then I won't murder your ears, which is something I don't want to do. There is a guy in here in the chat, Dean from Electronic Sounds. That guy, the guy is a producer. He produces samples, and oh, you're still here, yeah. Sorry for talking about you in third person, but that guy really knows how to make samples and stuff. It's why I never want to, there's so many people who makes these videos, how to make sample packs and stuff. And I just feel like my practices aren't good enough, to show anyone. Even though I've been doing sound design for a long time, I've been working mostly with synthesis, That I can explain to very nice degree, but sampling and stuff like that, I haven't gotten all the practices down when it comes to making it like an industrial thing where you produce samples on the run, on the fly. Dean would be able to tell you about that better, which is not why I never do it myself, you know. I'm gonna put all of this in one bus. So I'm gonna route all of the outputs to this thing here because I think it's just easier to keep track of everything. And whenever I want to record something, I just have to arm one track. That's why I'm doing it like this. There are some people wondering like, why don't you just use send buses? No, I use send buses for other stuff, but when I want to mix down stuff, I always send the output to one part so that I know everything is going through. Just like that. Let's start out with this one because there's so much that can be done with it, and I love that. Let's see if we can get. We'll make some pink noise. Because I want some sweepy things here. I want a long sweeping thing, and I want a filter on it. So now we have a noise here, and I want to try out a filter. And I love Audio Damage's filter station. It's kind of heavy to run. Here I'm gonna demonstrate what I said about the, when you're making snares, if you're using white noise. You hear that? You hear that tone? That body there, that's what I use for snares. 200 hertz or upper at 400. This, when you run this through an envelope, a quick envelope, you get so much energy in your smacky sounds. And it just needs to be short and really like a really short, tight envelope. And you just make sure you filter off like stuff from the bottom. So if we can do that, by the way, we'll use filter. We'll use filter. Wait, am I on filter 2? And we'll just do a low pass, a high pass. What? What did I? Oh, I chose the wrong one. Come on, let's just. Oh God, now I'm just messing up again. Let's do this. You should really mess around with this. See here if I can make that thing. Like here, around this area, where I've filtered off some of... Like these areas right here around 3-4, between 3 and 400 hertz, and the high parts around 2K. It's like great for smacky sounds. Let's run this. We can route this in parallel stereo. Yeah, like that. Okay, I'm liking this little sweep here. I'm gonna record this thing. We'll record a few cycles. There we go. I think we have enough there. I'll just do that for now. Let's see what else we can make. I want to make some really nasty bass. Nasty bass. Let's route the keyboard to that. And we're gonna make sure that we are removing that clicky that people told me about, that I should have known about from the beginning. Oh, come on. Nice. Okay. Let's see here. Go down. Let's do saw. Okay, we don't need you. We don't need the white noise. Or maybe we do. Let's see here if we can do that. I think around there. It still triggers afterwards. Now I can't remember what note we are in the original project. I gotta check that. It's so, you know, it's going up and down in pitch. It's around there, but it's, you know, it's going slightly in and out of pitch. Uh, is there a way of modulating that thing there with anything in here? I haven't checked. If anyone knows of a way. Otherwise, we'll just record it like that. Didn't we do that? I thought we did that. Didn't we do that the last time? Or maybe we didn't. I can't remember. Not in the app. Use Rosetta LFO. Okay, we could set up... Yeah, we could set up something to modulate that thing like that instead. Wait. I'll just add a MIDI channel and we'll do that instead. I just want something nasty bass-like and we'll distort it to make it sound crazy. That's a good explanation, right? We'll distort it to make it sound crazy. Let's use, we got MIDI LFOs, but we could just use Rosetta, but that's not in this one. Yeah, let's just use MIDI LFOs. And let's route that to this thing here. Where is it? There we go. And we'll go here and we'll just MIDI learn here. Oh crap, we didn't... It's not running, is it? Is it running? It is running. It is on. It is on. It is already on. That should be putting out a signal, right? What is it? Channel 1, CC46. That should be doing it. It's active. We'll turn that off. Active. Okay. Oh, I'm so stupid. Wait a minute. Right there. I didn't select it where I needed to select it. Turn this on and then do that. Learn. And the range has to be small. We can change that a little bit. Let's see here. Trigger loop once. Okay, so I'm triggering the LFO with the keyboard right now inside here, but I could just make it so that it triggers it from NanoKey Studio. So I've set the LFO to send out a signal to Augen X and that waveform duty cycle control, and the LFO is set to trigger once. So now we got that up. That's nice. So we've made ourselves a little synth here. It's glitchy and stuff, but I don't care. Okay, and let's make this sound nasty. I think we can use, we're gonna unload this one, and we're gonna use Reamp by Klevgrand. Or Klevgrand Produkter, that's what they call themselves now. You know, they got three names that they call themselves. Klevger, and then Klevgrand Produktion, which is their production companies where they make commercials for Swedish television and radio and stuff like that. And then you have Klevgrand Produkter, which is the company that they're making the apps for, where Johan Sundhage is working. They're actually like 8 guys now, or 9 I think. yeah. Oh, yes. Okay, that sounds really nice and nasty. There we go. That's the sound we want. That's the sound we want. Record. Oh. Okay, let's do a really low one. That's clicky. And let's do a high one. I think we got it. We just made a sound. Okay, that's so loud. Sorry for that. Great sound. Oh, great sound. Let's go into our AUM recordings. And Untitled. Wait, where did... Is that it? There we go. And we'll call that Chaos. No, Crash. Crash. And we'll call it Nasty. Nasty. Nice. Okay, let's make one more sound. We also have this one, the sweep sound. We'll call this Crash. And Sweepy. And one more sound. We're gonna make one more before we're done here. I want to keep using this, but you know, since you mentioned skid, we might as well just we might as well start using this one a little bit and see what we can make from this. Why aren't you sizing? Hello? Where's the rest? Aha, okay. So you did that instead. Oh, I wish it would resize instead. This is really annoying. Ugh. What I'm so annoyed at is the fact that Skid is easier to use as a standalone because you have the parameters up there and then the pads down here. But as a AUV3, it doesn't seem to... No, it doesn't seem to rescale. You have to jump between pages. That's so annoying. Alright, I like that, I like that, I like that. Let's okay, alright, okay, we'll just use that. We'll start a recording here, record and use Skid, and then just... There we go. That's all the sounds we're gonna make today. We're gonna just save this as Crash. And we'll keep using this in future episodes, you know, where we keep producing stuff. And there we go. We'll just... Hello. I just want to rename you and call you Crash and call you Skedaddle. 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 And we'll send that off to Cubasis 2, which is way more stable than anything else. Hello, Darren Walker. You seem like a new person here in the stream too. Nice to see you. I don't think I've seen you before, and if I have, I'm sorry for not recognizing you. Either way, welcome. And welcome to... Okay, this person I've seen before, Robois, Robois and McKnoby Godzilla footsteps. I don't. I'm not gonna try anymore. I'm done trying. Okay, so Crash Nasty over to Cubasis, and come on, this one too over to Cubasis again. What's up? Hello, Fernando. Fernando Mashlab. Fernando, I recognize you. Benjamin Demirs. Demirs. Are you Dutch? Demirs? Sounds like Dutch name. Spreche Dutch. Let's see here. Okay, let's bring this in and try to make something from this because it sounds cool. I like what this sounds like. Nasty. We got nasty here, our little nasty bass note. Convert audio. Of course, I forgot to record them in 48, but yeah, just let Cubase do its thing. Let's get this in here. Turn off the quantization so that I can really get in on this thing. Turn it on. There we go. And I'll just cut off that note because I don't want that. Fade that out, and we'll just remove this. See what that sounds like here. That's the wrong one because of the. Is that because of? Is it? What is it supposed to sound like? That doesn't sound right. You know what? You know what? Transpose. I don't care. That's the wrong pitch. Is that because of them not being the right? What the hell happened here? Let me go back here. We did check. So it's probably because of the thing. No, wait a minute. It changed sampling again? Oh. How about now? Let's just see if this works. I think the sampling frequency changed and that's why it's sounding weird. Where is it? Crash Nasty. This is so annoying. iOS is so frustrating sometimes. I don't remember this being like that on desktop. It just you put it into one sample. Is that right? It sounds wrong. How did we get it so wrong? That is what we sampled. I think it's 3 notes wrong. No. Goodbye, Nasty. I'll try to fix you off camera, and then I'll tell you next time what I did. Let's use this sweepy thing here and try to put that into where we got that little thing we did here at the sweep. I wanted the sweep to be right here where it stutters. Yeah, and let's add something to that, an effect of some sort. I want a delay or something, so let's try to use an audio unit. You have found Captain, my captain. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see here. Which one should we use? Replicant. I haven't used replicant in a while. That could be a fun thing to use. Let's put that in a little loop. Split that, loop that, and listen to that. No, not rat check. I want another one. Okay, I'm gonna try to use the Cubase's thing here, Roomworks. Oh no! Why is it doing that? I already own that thing. Stupid. Okay, I'll just go for what I always go for. Let's see what that does. Let's try to mix that. That thing sounded pretty cool. Someone said more screen detail. I'm trying to fix that. I'm gonna get another webcam. I'm seriously tired of this one. It's one of those, what do you call it? That everybody wanted to use some time ago. Let's see if we can just keep going with this thing here. Yeah, I like what's happening here with this weird stuttering thing with this, but I agree that the stuttering does not sound good on this thing, and we need to make that stutter more properly, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that, and I think it's the sound itself, maybe. What we'll do instead of this is we'll just do that. And that. And we'll try to do this. Yeah, that's already down. Will this be better? Maybe. Maybe better. Oh, Stupid. Like that maybe. And see if we can make this one also, you know, do that. A reverse stutter. The other way, so that we're filling in the blank spots. I don't know, that doesn't sound good. We'll just stutter them both the same way for now and see if that helps. Otherwise we'll find another sound here to stutter to give the other one a little bit more. Because the problem is that this sound is already falling a bit because of its rhythm. It's falling a bit in amplitude, so we're not getting that clear-cut stutter. That thing sounds really cool, by the way. I really like the way that sounds. That stutter thing, or that thing we just brought in here. Copy paste. More of this, because it sounds good. And the problem is that we're not getting that stutter thing because now that is in the way, so ah, God, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. I can also smell like food vapors, food vapors coming from the kitchen because my partner, she's making one of her lovely meals for me. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna have to stop in 20 minutes. Now, oh crap, don't do that, don't do that. For next week, do you want us to continue with this? Because in that case, I'll put up a poll, like I always do. And then I'll put this one, you know, this thing as part 3. So we can vote on it and see if you want me to do that next week, or if you want to do something else right there. Food Vapors. That's a great album name. Food Vapors. Yeah. I'm not going to remember that. I don't have any post-it notes anymore. I need a post-it notepad. I need to buy that the next time I go for some grocery shopping. Okay, okay, that's better. Thank you. It feels like everything's gonna explode there at the end. What do you think? Sounds pretty good. Paste that. And I mean, like we're basically just building an intro, and we're at 35 seconds into the song when we get to this point. Yeah, look at that. It sounds pretty cool. Thank you, Darren. Thanks, Dean. This is awesome. Don't forget Discord, Sasha. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know. I checked in here and I haven't answered anything for about a week because I've been sitting with this stupid thing. Let me see if I can show you something real quick. I want to see here. Let's see here. Where is it? Where is it? I want you to see here the ultimate guide to iOS drum synthesizers and machines. So I've been sitting and working on. Wait. Let me do this. I've been sitting and working on this thing for years, okay? But over the last week, I've been sitting and thus trying to get everything straight for all of this, all the information, like everything in here, testing every app, trying out making sounds with them, and you can see how this is going. Like it's a big list, right? And I needed to do that, and that's why I haven't been on Discord for a whole week. I've just been occupied with this thing, and finally it's finished. But yeah, I still have more space for more apps if there are. That's why. So I'm so sorry. I'll try to get in on Discord. Tomorrow on Thursday, I'll try to be there most of the day and most of the evening and most of the night, or at least check in, and also on Friday. So if you want to like chat out or talk on Discord, try to catch me tomorrow or on Friday. I'll try to be there. So I'm gonna put up the poll for next week's live stream, and we'll do part 3 as one of the poll options. Let's see here. But I need more. I need more. Let's see here. What was it called again? I don't remember what it was called again. Let's see here. What else could we put on there? Part 2, idea to track experimental music apps. That's what it was called. Make new one, make a poll. Alright, so first option is part 3, idea to track experimental music apps. We're gonna put another alternative and another one. Lastly, it's things you can do with honey. I'm gonna have to make that episode at some point. Now we need 2 more options here. Help me out, people. And of course I'm blocking the view of all the comments, so I can't see the comments now. That's so smart of me. That's great. Well, either for today at least, I wanna creative filter use. Creative filter use. Oh, you got some ideas there, right? From all the things I was explaining. I'll creative filter use. All right, cool. That's one option. We need another option and one more option. Let's see here. I need to put that in there. I'll just play this again so we can listen to what we've made so far. Sound mangling. And there we are. There we are, people. I think it's starting to sound really cool, and it's going to be cool to continue producing this track until we get something we can publish on the new Bandcamp that I'm going to create just for live streams, so that you can download the stuff from there if you want. Thanks, Mom. So I've got the new poll up here. Go vote. tell people who you know are watching to vote, and people you know aren't watching, tell them to watch on Wednesdays. It's always on Wednesdays, UTC +1 GMT time, Stockholm time, basically 2000 hours, in the evening for Swedes, and we stream for 2 hours. And I'm so grateful that so many of you were here and followed during this production thing. It was really, 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 really nice. And today I had a lot of fun. I'm gonna zoom out here so you can see more of this studio. So we've had a lot of issues with Cubases today. That's nothing new, really. With Cubases 3, I might add, because Cubases 2 seems to be stable as usual, and that's why I was using Cubases 2 for so long and didn't switch over to Cubases 3. Then again, I am not using on here. There is a test flight version that testers are able to run, and I have access to it, but I can't run it on here right now because I'm afraid that sometimes when developers update their apps, other stuff might break. And since I'm using this as my main production platform for everything that I do, narration, video, audio, animations, like the whole content on my live streaming channel and on my main channel is made with these devices. I make everything on here. I cannot risk messing up an app more than it already is. And I have some projects in Cubases 3 that I dare not mess them up. I haven't bounced them down. I don't have all of the things saved, and I've already lost presets due to an app update for another app I was using because I didn't bounce it out. The developer changed some stuff in the app, and so it's not being recognized as that app anymore when I load up my projects, which also meant that I lost all my presets that I didn't save, and stuff like that. So things like that might happen. That's why I haven't installed it. So I'm waiting for kind of an official version, but this version is going to be sick. That's all I can say. I try to never update OS. Yeah, I know. iOS is like that. Many reasons why iOS needs device profiles. There's good night, Uncle Tom. Thank you, Max Quantum. You feel inspired? Go finger some stuff, all right? Go finger some stuff. Go get creative. Just use it. Whenever you get it, use it if you can. And that's the thing with iOS musicians. We have stuff like this in our pockets most of the time, and it's so easy to just bring it out, even if it's just an instance with Figure. Like, I'll do that all the time. I'll just open up Figure and just start documenting down ideas, and I love that. Why isn't there some weird stuff going on right now? But there's so much stuff. I just love working on iOS. That's a track I'm working on right now. I just want to thank you so much for joining up. It's been a blast today, and we actually have 9 more minutes, so it's we're not even at the time where I start disconnecting everything. I feel good. I feel good about this. I feel good about this track. I'm gonna do a save here just for the sake of it. To be secure in what I'm doing. Wait, where is it? There it is. Let's see here. Duplicate project and open that up. Nice. Now it's saved. Let's just listen one more time to it before we start rounding it off. And there that's where we're gonna start next time. If you end up choosing that, go vote, go vote. Make sure that that happens for next time. I'd love to keep working on this next stream, but I'm happy with doing whatever you want anyway. I'm here doing this with you because it's fun. All right, we're having fun. So yeah, until next week, I'm gonna give you some homework. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna give you some homework. That's the good thing about being grown up. You don't have to do homework. Then again, I do have some younger viewers, I know that has to do some homework. And if you do, you should do it. You should do that homework because yeah, it's a pain. It's the pain in the EMA, you know? EMA? EMA? Wait, where have I heard that before? Oh, Farscape. Dargo says that, right? Dargo says EMA, pain in my EMA. It means butt, I think, in whatever language he's speaking. It's nice to be able to create more than you consume. Love this channel. Thank you so much, Joe Y. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Now I'm gonna start running it up by disconnecting stuff here. And yeah, if you wanna run the risk of getting trolled, you just stay here with me because yeah, there might be something interesting might be happening. You know, you never know. Maybe one of something could have always happen, you know. Something could always happen. By the way, keep an eye out on my main channel because a new video is gonna come out, and my partner just looked at me and said like, hey, food, I'm gonna have to go, I'm gonna do this quickly. Turn it off, come on. Ugh, jeez, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm coming. Are you still here, everyone? I know you can't see me right now, but I'm gonna have to go. Oh no, that sound, that awful sound. Now I can't remove that sound. What's happening? I'm so hungry. I just felt now like how hungry I am. My stomach is so empty. There we go. I need my chargers. Have fun this evening, everyone. And make sure that you follow me on Instagram. You can find links to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter down below in the description. And usually I have a list on my main channel. I have a list of channels that I recommend, you know, other iOS music producers. But for some time now, I've missed copy pasting that thing into my description, so I don't have it there. I'm gonna try to fix that, but there's so many videos I have to go back and do that in. So I'll just start posting that from next live stream, I think, that list. Yeah, it's a good list. Either way, you could always go over to my main channel and check it out. Do I have everything right now? Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn off that light, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, and that's the end of the stream. That noise, you hear that noise? It's such a beautiful noise. It's great. Yeah, I love it. It's a great noise.